What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I think I have a pretty exciting thing for you guys today. Santa came early this year, and one of the things he brought my kids was the new Traxxas Mini Maxx. As you can see there, it goes 30 plus miles an hour. I was going to do like an official unboxing video, but honestly, this is kind of how it comes from the box. So literally, this morning when we came downstairs to open presents for Santa, you undo the box, it all comes out like this. The car is already put together. You get a remote, you get one battery, and you get the charger. Now, one nuance that I quickly figured out is it does not come with like the USB plug for the wall or the wire. There are separate Traxxas specific parts you really probably should buy with those. I actually had to try a few different types of cords and connections until I got one that would actually work with the battery. This thing will flash different colors if it's not working properly. I was able to find one that works for me, so you probably have one laying around your house if you're like me. I mean, I think that's an old Samsung cell phone charger there, just the cable that's come with some other toys. Now, let's dive into it. I'll tell you guys all about it, all how to use it. All right, guys, well, excuse the countertop background here, but it's the best way to explain this, all right? So you get one charger from the box. Again, I had to find a USB Type-C cord and an old cell phone charger. You plug this in, okay? You want to see it glow red. Now, I will tell you guys, I have other smart USB chargers off Amazon, like Anchors, like really good brands that can adjust the voltage according to what you're charging. That didn't work with this for some reason, okay? I'm just making you aware that maybe older is better, kind of more analog. You plug this in first. The instructions are very clear to say that multiple times, and then you plug in your battery pack to the charger, all right? As you can see, when you plug it in, it should start flashing green. When it does one flash like that at a time, it means the battery's between 0 and 25%, all right? If it starts flashing twice, flash, flash, off, you've got 25 to 50%, flash, 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 75 to 100%. And once it's a solid state of green, your battery's done charging. All right, so once you get everything out of the box, you charge your battery. Honestly, this thing's pretty much ready to rock and roll, but there's a couple other things you should just know going into it. So the remote here just holds 4 AA batteries, pretty self-explanatory. Your on-off switches on the back here. Pull towards you for forward. While it's moving, you push it forward, it'll brake. To go in reverse, you push it again. It'll go in reverse, stop, forward. So full speed, brake, hit it again if you want, reverse, and then forward. Forward turns right, towards you turns left. Pretty self-explanatory. Most of us grew up with these. One other thing here, you also do have your trim knob here. So if you see it going to the right or left, you can adjust the steering trim there, but again, fairly self-explanatory. The rest of these buttons I'm not going to go over. If you guys have any problems with your Traxxas, check the owner's manual. All right, so now we're going to go over the truck real quick. Again, it comes out of the box, assembled, ready to rock and roll. One thing to point out to everybody, you do have to remove the body to actually get access to the inside, where you will have to install the battery, and is where the on-off switch is for the electronic speed controller, okay? To get the body off, you do have tabs in the front and back. You've got one tab there, and same thing up front. You've got one under there, one under there. Again, these are pretty easy to pop off. It's gonna be hard to show you guys on the camera, but if I can get in there, that tab right there, you just pull toward the outside of the body. So like that way and this way. So same thing on this side, you push it out. And as you can see, the back just popped off. And on the front, we're gonna do the same thing here. Put my thumb in there and pop that off. On this side, just gonna pop it off. Then you've got access to the inside, all right? All right, now before I show you guys how to install the battery, which is pretty self-explanatory, and how to turn it on, one thing you should note, my son is 5 years old, all right? He's kind of a little guy still. This is really for older kids. My daughter's 8. She could probably handle this thing full speed. But the nice thing about the Mini Maxx, and maybe all the Traxxas, I don't know, but the Mini Maxx for certain has what they call a training mode, all right? So the electronic speed controller, or the ESC, it's got 3 different settings, all right? It's got a sports setting, a race setting, and it's got a training setting. In the training mode, it limits the power to this thing to 50% of your full speed. All right, so we had it out earlier this morning. That is plenty fast. It's probably still going 15, 16 miles an hour. It is plenty fast for a 5-year-old. And also, it's nice because if they crash it into a wall, it's not going to grenade the entire truck. Use the training mode, get used to it. I can tell you, I put it on the full blast for myself, 30 plus miles an hour. This thing is an absolute missile. If you hit somebody's shin at 30 miles an hour, it's not going to feel too good. All right, guys, well, hopefully this angle's okay. This is the front, this is the back. This is where your battery goes here, okay? So it's a little compartment down there. There's a tab right here, right? You just push the tab down. You can swing this thing out. It just comes up and around like that. Really self-explanatory. You install this in the position that your battery cable is pointing that way. So you shove your battery down in there, and then you can hook up the battery, all right? You got to make sure you put this back in and secure your battery in place. just snaps in place on the battery secure down there. The instructions are very clear, okay? You want to make sure your remote is turned on, all right? Indicator by the green light there before you turn this on. You don't want to have a runaway truck situation where you fired this thing on and for some reason it's haywire and it shoots off at 30 miles an hour. Turn your remote on first, that way it's hooked up to the frequency automatically and you're good to go. I should say you're almost good to go, all right? Now, before I show you how to turn it on, again, reminder, there are 3 different mode settings here. Make sure you understand how to set it in all 3. Right in here, that little bubble, that is your on-off button, all right? Now look, if I push it once, lights up green. You technically could go outside and run this thing right now, all right? And it would be at full blast. It's not what I want to do right now, but just so you know, it would be at full blast. What you want to do instead is you hold it down, turn it off, okay? All the lights go off. I want to put it in the training mode. Let me show you how to do that, all right? You're going to press and hold. You're going to keep holding, all right? Still holding down. 1 flash, all right? I'll explain in a minute. 2 flashes. 1, 2, 3 flashes, let go. Now it's in the training mode. When you press and hold it down, and then you see 1 red flash, that's the sport mode, okay? In sport mode, you've got forward, stop, and reverse, but you get full speed. If you hold it down until you see 2 flashes, then let go. That's what they call, I believe, the race mode. That's full blast forward and brake, but no reverse. 1, 2, 3 flashes, then let go. That's your training mode. That's your 50% power. That's where my kids have been using it at this morning. All right, now again, I'm leaving it in training mode because I want to make the first part of the video outside in the grass to show you how it operates in the grass at 50% throttle. But again, you do have to keep the body off to get access to put the battery in and turn it on and off. If you want to turn it off, you have to press and hold that till the lights go off. And again, if I were to turn it off right now and then turn it back on, in my experience, it puts it back into, I assume, the sport mode because it's full throttle. All right, to put the body back on, you just put this front facing the front. You've got to line up the clips that we just took off earlier. You may have to look under here to do that, but once you get the clips lined up, just pop it into place and you'll feel it pop in. Then you can do the same thing in the front. 2 pops, ready to go. All right, now the Mini Maxx is 4-wheel drive, so it goes over grass, no problem whatsoever. We've had it on dirt this morning. It's been a blast. Again, we're at 50% throttle right now. Let's check it out. Oops. All right, let's try that again. If you turn too fast, it will easily flip over. Here we go. And then we can brake. And then I hit it again, it goes in reverse. All right, well, this thing's cute at 50%. It is an absolute missile. It's a rocket ship, 100%. Let's turn it off, turn it back on in full mode, and we try to get some footage for you guys. It's a lot of fun. Hold it down, turn it off, turn it on, and we should be. All right, so I lied to you guys. If you turn it off in training mode and turn it back on, it does look like it actually restarts in training mode. I'll have to edit that out in the first part of the video. So we're gonna turn it off. All right, and then I'm gonna press it and hold it and look for 1 red flash. 1 red, let go. Oh yeah, we were at full power now. All right, well, let's kick the tires and light the fires. Here we go. All right, guys, well, I'm gonna get some more footage for you with the kids playing with the brand new Traxxas Mini Maxx. If you guys like this video, please hit subscribe, please like the video, please comment below, and until I see you guys again, get in the gym, take care of yourselves, and live your dream. I'll catch you next time. All right, guys, here we go.